And Jack is here with the sport, kicking off with one teenage sensation.
There's one big story in town, isn't there? A teenager, Luke Littler, has reached his second consecutive final at the World Darts Championship after beating Stephen Bunting 6-1. It was comprehensive. Well, this evening, the 17-year-old will attempt to prevent Michael van Gerwen from claiming a fourth PDC title. Well, let's get some reaction from the 1983 World Darts champion, Keith Deller. Morning, Keith. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. So Luke Littler, it's hard to know where to begin with this subject, isn't it? I mean, second consecutive world final. Last year was a bit of a free hit because nobody really knew that much about him. This year, it's very different for him. How's he looking? How's he dealing with stuff?
He's such a laid-back person. When I was speaking to him, I'd go, how do you feel? Yeah, just another game of darts, love playing darts. And that's his mentality, which is fantastic. He keeps relaxed, which is what you need to be. This morning, they'll both wake up with nerves. They know that one more game, they're world champion. Michael van Gerwen, his fourth title. And for Luke, he has to learn from the mistakes he made last year. So that will help Luke a lot, that he played in the final last year against Luke Humphries. He knows what to expect, and he'll want to put it right this time.
And how important is it for either one of them, actually, to make a good start, to sort of impose themselves on the final early on?
You need to start well because, I mean, I remember me 40-odd years ago now with Eric Bristow, we had 3 sets, and I thought, I need to get off to a good start, and I did. It just gives you, relaxes you a lot more. You feel now you're really in the final. The player who's got to chase, you know that mistakes happen, they'll get punished. But I just see this being a really close game. I think it's 7-5 either way for me. I just feel that the only problem Luke Littler's going to have, obviously he's playing one of the greatest players of all time, but maybe he wants it too much after losing last year. He's got to not think about that, relax and say, right, it's one more game. I know I'm going to have to play my best because Michael van Gerwen, I just feel that Michael, the draw's gone right for him. He had Gary Anderson potentially last 16, and Gary's been the best player all year on the floor. He got beat. Gerwen Price has been playing Michael in Germany and beaten Michael. He got beat. It just seems that is the name on the trophy again for the 4th time for Michael. I just feel that he's playing well. They're both going to be in the 100 averages. Anything under 100 and you're going to get well beat. But we are in for a classic final tonight.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this is like a heavyweight final in every sense of the word, and perhaps one that people, if they could have predicted it, it's the one that they would have wanted. You know, you've got a man who is called the King of the Palace, who's twice the age of Luke Littler, who's trying to win it for a 4th time. And then you've got this kid who's kind of transformed darts and made everyone in this country fall in love with darts again. It's like the perfect matchup, isn't it? And they've got this great head-to-head.
It is a perfect final because Michael van Gerwen, I always say there was 4 geniuses. There was Eric Bristow in our day, Phil Taylor, you've got Michael van Gerwen, and we've got another young genius in Luke Littler. One of them has to lose tonight. It's going to be hard to say who's going to lose. I just feel, as you said, get off to a good start. You have to in this final. The crowd, I think, are going to be for Luke Littler because he's got such a fan base now. He's changed darts for the better. I mean, you see the arena, how many youngsters and even grown-up men are wearing Luke Littler shirts. That's how it's changed. And I just feel that Michael knows that this is his biggest test so far. And, well, Michael knows how to win finals. He wins so much. He was the young genius when he took over from Phil Taylor. Now Luke Littler's saying, I'm the new kid now. I'm the one that they're going to have to beat for years to come. And I think Michael's the perfect final for Luke. He knows if he wins tonight, he's beaten one, the greatest of all time, but he's going to have to be at his best. Michael van Gerwen is going to play great tonight.
But what about Luke Littler? Sort of put into words how his life has changed in a year. Because I do remember sitting here a year ago saying, oh, is he too young to play in the professional series? And there was this big discussion, would he be allowed to play or not? But he did play and he won it. He's won a lot of money this year. He's won a lot of titles this year. I mean, how much has his life changed in 12 months?
Well, he's been well looked after. His management company have been very good. The PDC have been very careful how they used Luke because, as you say, he was 16 years old and now he's 17, nearly 18 now this month. And when he's 18, I suppose he'll have a little bit more, he can let the shackles come off a little bit more, but he has to be looked after well. I mean, this is the biggest commodity we've got in world darts. And if you don't look after this player, he'll get burnt out by his maybe 21. So they know that they've got a gem in the world of darts. He is the future of darts. There's going to be other youngsters come through now. They look up to Luke Littler and they all want to be Luke Littler now. So hopefully that if he does win tonight, that he's looked after in the right way, and then darts will be a big winner as much as Luke Littler.
Well, we're out of time, Keith, but who is going to win this tonight?
I'm going to go 7-5 MVG.
Oh, big call. Well, let's see. Actually, not long to wait. Thank you very much for your thoughts this morning. That big final tonight at Ali Pali. Keith Teller, thank you.